Good morning. Today is Monday, June 22nd, 2026. You're listening to CYBER F.M. I'm your host, Arias Thomas, and this is today's Cybersecurity Report, being brought to you by the R.S.S.H delivery company, New York's exclusive delivery option.
You are listening to CYBER FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.
Good morning, and welcome to CYBER FM, the frequency where the firewalls are always up and the signal never drops. I'm your host, Arias Thomas, and today is Monday, June 22nd, 2026. 4 trending stories today, and they are big ones. We've got nearly 74,000 Fortinet logins spilling out into the open in a leak they're calling FortiBleed. We've got a flaw inside older iPhones and iPads that can never be patched, burned right into the silicon. We've got malicious plugins quietly stealing developers' AI keys for months on a trusted marketplace. And we've got a ransomware crew that's now building tools just to switch your security software off. 4 stories, 1 show. Let's begin.
Story number 1, FortiBleed.
Let's open the lines with our top story. The U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, also known as CISA, is urging Fortinet customers to lock their doors right now. Researchers uncovered a leak nicknamed FortiBleed, and it exposed close to 74,000 firewall and VPN credentials out into the wild. Here's why this matters to you. Firewalls and VPNs are the front gate. They're supposed to be the thing standing between the bad guys and everything else. So when tens of thousands of working logins for that front gate end up in the hands of attackers, believed to be a Russian-speaking crew, that's not a window left open. That's a whole entrance. And here's the kicker. A leak like this can't be fixed with a single patch. It takes a process. Every affected organization has to force a full authentication across its entire fleet of devices, and then actually verify it got done. So if you manage Fortinet gear, the homework is simple. Reset those credentials, turn on multi-factor authentication, and assume the old logins are already burned. Don't wait on this one.
Story number 2, the unpatchable Apple flaw.
Security researchers went public with the working exploit that reaches into the secure ROM of Apple's older chips, the A12 and A13 generation. We're talking devices like iPhone XS, the XR, the iPhone 11, and a range of older iPads. Now here's the part that turns heads. That code lives in the silicon itself. It's physically burned into the chip at the factory, which means no software update can ever reach it. Let me say this again. This cannot be patched. As long as those devices stay in use, they carry the flaw. Now, before everyone panics and throws their phones into the river, there's a big catch. This is not a remote attack. A hacker can't hit you over the internet or through a text. They'll need physical possession of your device plugged in over a USB in a special recovery mode with custom hardware attached. So your phone across the room or in your hands is fine. But it's a real lesson in the supply chain reality. When a flaw lives in the hardware, you can't push a fix. You can only retire the device. If you're holding onto one of these older models, and that is the, as I said, iPhone XS, the XR, and the iPhone 11, and a range of older iPads, keep physical control of it. Keep a strong password and start thinking about your upgrade path.
Story number 3, poisoned plugins stealing AI keys.
This one's for all my developers out there. JetBrains confirmed that 15 third-party plugins on its marketplace were quietly built to steal AI provider API keys from developers. And they've been doing it since back in October of last year. That's the better part of a year, operating in plain sight on a trusted platform. Think about what an API key is. It's the credential that pays for and unlocks your access to powerful AI services. Steal that key, and an attacker can rack up your bill, abuse the access, and slip into your workflow, all without ever cracking your password. This is the supply chain attack story of 2026 in a nutshell. The threat isn't always kicking down the front door. It's hiding inside the convenient little tool you trusted and installed yourself. So here's the move. Audit the plugins and extensions you've installed. Pull anything you don't recognize or don't use, and rotate your API keys if there's any chance you were exposed. Convenience is great, but trust, verify, then install.
Story number 4, ransomware that kills your defenses.
A ransomware as a service operation going by the name of The Gentleman is now actively building and maintaining a whole suite of what the industry calls EDR killers. Let me translate that. EDR, which stands for Endpoint Detection and Response, is the modern security software watching your machines for trouble. It's the guard dog. An EDR killer is a tool built for one purpose: to switch that guard dog off before the attack even begins. They're handing these tools to their affiliates so the bad guys can blind your defenses, then drop the ransomware. This is the trend defenders cannot ignore. Ransomware crews are no longer just locking up your files. They're investing in tooling to take out the very system designed to catch them. What's the takeaway? Don't rely on a single layer. Lock down who can disable your security tools. Watch for your own defenses subtly going quiet, and keep offline tested backups, because the best response to ransom is being able to say no thank you. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the R.S.S.H delivery company, New York's exclusive delivery option. When the 5 boroughs need something moved fast, moved safe, and moved right, the city doesn't guess. It calls the R.S.S.H. From the bottom of Manhattan to the top of the Bronx, the R.S.S.H delivers like nobody else in New York. So whether it's a package, a parcel, or a priority, make it the R.S.S.H delivery company, New York's exclusive delivery option. We thank them for powering today's show. And that brings us to the end of today's broadcast. Let's recap what we've delivered. FortiBleed and nearly 74,000 exposed Fortinet logins. Please reset those credentials. An unpatchable flaw backed into older iPhones and iPads. Keep physical control of your devices. 15 poison plugins stealing developers' AI keys. Audit and rotate. And the gentleman. Ransomware crew building tools to shut your defense down. Back up, layer up, and watch your guard dogs. 4 stories, 1 mission. Stay patched, stay skeptical, and stay safe. One more time, today's show was made possible by the R.S.S.H delivery company. When the city needs it there, the R.S.S.H gets it done. Our thanks to them. I'm Arias Thomas. This has been CYBER F.M. Keep your passwords long and patches current. We'll catch you on the next frequency. Stay secure.
You are listening to CYBER FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.